The sky turned a sickly green, the air grew heavy, thick with the smell of rain and something else, something ominous. Then, the roar. It sounded like a freight train, a deafening, monstrous sound that seemed to consume everything in its path. When it was over, the landscape was almost unrecognizable. Homes were reduced to splintered wood and shattered glass. Cars lay overturned, tossed aside like children's toys. And everywhere the debris of lives upended, furniture, clothing, photographs scattered in the wind. The recent outbreak of tornadoes across the United States has left a trail of devastation in its wake. From the Midwest to the South, communities are grappling with the aftermath of some of the most powerful tornadoes in recent memory. The storms, fueled by a volatile mix of warm, moist air and powerful winds, tore through towns and cities, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable destruction. The human cost of this tragedy is staggering. At least 36 people have been confirmed dead, a number that is expected to rise as search and rescue teams continue to sift through the wreckage. In Missouri, the hardest-hit state, the death toll stands at 12, with many more injured. Kansas reported 8 fatalities, the result of a horrific highway pileup caused by a massive dust storm. Mississippi wasn't spared either, with 6 lives lost and 3 people still missing. Alabama, Arkansas, Texas, and Oklahoma all reported fatalities as the storm system cut a deadly swath across the country. The stories of the victims are heartbreaking, families torn apart, lives cut short, futures forever altered. The tornado's impact extends far beyond the tragic loss of life. Entire communities have been left reeling by the sheer scale of the destruction. In Missouri, over 500 homes were destroyed, along with businesses, churches, and even a mobile home park. The town of Butler County was particularly hard hit, with many of its structures reduced to rubble. In Mississippi, the Paradise Ranch RV Park near Tylertown became a terrifying tableau of devastation. The storm ripped through the area, snapping trees, leveling buildings, and flipping over vehicles. Similar scenes played out across multiple states, leaving countless families homeless and facing the daunting task of rebuilding their lives. Bailey Dillon and Caleb Barnes, residents of Tylertown, Mississippi, will never forget the sound of the approaching tornado. "It was like a train was coming right at us," Dillon said, her voice still trembling as she recounted the experience. "We barely had time to take cover before it hit." The couple huddled in their bathtub as the storm raged around them, the deafening roar punctuated by the terrifying sounds of shattering glass and splintering wood. Their story is just one of countless tales of survival and loss emerging from the disaster zone. Dakota Henderson, a volunteer firefighter in Wayne County, Missouri, described the chaotic scene as he and his fellow first responders raced from one collapsed building to the next. "We were pulling people out from under debris, trying to get them medical attention," Henderson said. "It was like a war zone." Meteorologists are pointing to a confluence of factors that contributed to the severity of this outbreak. A massive storm system, fueled by unusually warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, collided with frigid air moving south from Canada. This volatile mix created a breeding ground for powerful thunderstorms capable of spawning tornadoes. Winds exceeding 80 miles per hour were recorded across multiple states, and blizzard warnings were issued from western Minnesota to eastern South Dakota. The sheer size and scope of the storm system were staggering. Tornado watches extended from Florida to western Pennsylvania, affecting over 100 million people. This event serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of nature, and the vulnerability of even the most well-prepared communities in the face of such extreme weather events. Section 6. Picking up the pieces. In the wake of the disaster, a massive relief effort is underway. Governors in Mississippi, Arkansas, and Georgia have declared states of emergency, mobilizing resources and deploying National Guard troops to assist with search and rescue operations. Community volunteers have joined first responders, working tirelessly to clear debris, search for survivors, and provide aid to those in need. The American Red Cross has set up shelters across the affected areas, offering food, water, and medical attention to displaced residents. Donations are pouring in from across the country, and aid organizations are working to coordinate the distribution of essential supplies to those who need them most. Section 7. Climate change, a looming threat. As the nation grapples with the immediate aftermath of this disaster, experts are warning that such extreme weather events may become more frequent and intense in the future. Climate change, driven by human activity, is altering weather patterns and increasing the likelihood of severe storms, including tornadoes. Rising global temperatures create more energy in the atmosphere, leading to more volatile weather patterns. Warmer air can hold more moisture, resulting in heavier rainfall and an increased risk of flooding. These factors combine to create a perfect storm for the development of powerful and destructive tornadoes. The recent tornadoes serve as a wake-up call for communities across the country. Investing in early warning systems, strengthening building codes, and developing comprehensive disaster preparedness plans are crucial steps in mitigating the impact of future extreme weather events. Public awareness campaigns can educate citizens about the dangers of severe weather and provide guidance on how to stay safe during a tornado. Community storm shelters can offer a safe haven for those in vulnerable areas. By taking proactive steps, communities can increase their resilience and better protect their residents from the devastating consequences of tornadoes and other natural disasters. Section 9. A call to action. The recent tornadoes are not just a national tragedy. They are a reminder of our interconnectedness and our shared responsibility to address the growing threat of climate change. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and promoting sustainable practices are essential steps in mitigating the risks of a warming planet. We must act now to protect our planet and ensure a safe and sustainable future for generations to come. Let this tragedy be a catalyst for change, a call to action to address the root causes of climate change and build a more resilient world.